1-800-449-8255. And it is a very somber and depressed Clark the Shark talking about one of the most somber and depressing artists and albums ever. The third and final release from the fabulous Nick Drake. I'm going to review all three Nick Drake albums because was he way ahead of his time? Yeah, like Big Star, maybe like Syd Barrett. I don't know, like a lot of those cool artists back in the day. Now, the first two albums from Nick are way different from this. This is just acoustic, but it's my favorite, you guys. I love them all. They're all awesome. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous golden EIB Sharkraphone. I love just an acoustic guitar with a guy narrating / singing, but in this case, it's more like moaning or mumbling. But it's really cool because way back then, nobody else was doing this. And I almost get an Arthur Lee and Love vibe from his music, you guys. It's really special. The first two albums that there's drums and, guitars and it's a real organized thing. I would have almost loved for this third album to be like those first two. And then in some weird way, no, because this acoustic thing, it had to be and it was meant to be. And it's just a bummer about this guy that he committed suicide way back in the day, you guys. Or maybe he just OD'd. They say he was didn't make a lot of money, from the record label, and he was a really melancholy, morose, depressed guy. And I know how that feels. Depression is just this thing in your brain, lack of enough serotonin or whatever, or some other chemical, where you just feel like shit for no reason, or maybe there is a reason that inspires it or triggers it. Then you feel like even more shit. It's weird, man. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. But Pink Moon, what an album. Acoustic little ditties. No backing band. It's just him singing, you guys. And should get all 5 stars. His other albums get 5 stars, and so does this one. It's atmospheric, melodic. Could it have been better? Some people think so, I don't know. Me, Clark the Shark, I love this first song. These first 4 songs, all awesome. The song Which Will, something about it, killer. And Things Behind the Sun, I've often wondered that myself, you guys. It's just so depressing and sad, this album, and the titles are straight out of like the 1990s, like No. It's like something someone depressed on heroin might write, or Parasite. I don't know why this guy was so unhappy, you guys, but I'm kind of glad that he was, and I'm sure Free Ride, the irony. I love all these songs on side 2, Harvest Breed and From the Morning, that's me, Sharky. I'm usually snoozing in the morning. It's in focus now, you guys. The acoustic album from Nick Drake, 1972. Ahead of its time, yeah, but maybe no, just fitting right in with that 1970s thing, early 70s for sure. And of course he had albums in the 60s to 69, awesome. They were certainly ahead of their time. And you can tell garbage like Oasis and Coldplay and all that crap loved this shit. Of course they did, you guys, or at least they pretend to. They probably don't even know it. They probably never even heard it. But, you gotta like this. I mean, you talk about something that is in the 1990s, but in the 1970s, way, way back deep, early 1970s, you guys. And just this cover is depressing. You just feel sad just looking at this. You just want to have a cup of tea and take like a Valium or a Quaalude or I don't know, or you just give up, or you're certainly not happy. It's not uplifting. Let me tell you, but that's what I like about it because it keeps it 100, you guys. Nick Drake, Pink Moon, 1972, you guys. This is way ahead of its time. It's recorded in 1971. And if you got DirecTV 8-tracks, that musical radio, listen to it because they just play all kinds of great shit by Nick Drake and Arthur Lee and Love and the Kinks and, the Village Green and, Big Star and great shit, you guys. MC5, Iggy and the Stooges, and just all the great shit back in the day. But it's like I love this even more. And I'm going to review all 3 of these incredible albums, you guys, because they're so important. Depressing, yeah, but uplifting in some way, too. Can't describe it. Listen to that. Oh, there's a street takeover outside here, outside my hotel, but no. Sharky, I know. And me, Sharky, I'm like my own parasite. Just these down and dreary acoustic songs that are just... Yes, this guy's just mad at his own existence. They would say he would just disappear for days, and he would just show up at some random place, and people were like, dude, are you all right, mate? He wasn't. Pink Moon. Place to be. That's me, Sharky. Right now, my hotel or my motel is my place to be.